Hi, this is Jason Shepard from The Anchor Room. I want to take just a couple of minutes to give some details about the installation of the 0304 Cobra rear valance piece. We're going to offer this in carbon fiber and probably regular vinyl as well, but the number one intent obviously was to offer it in carbon fiber, since that is what most of the fanatics out there are looking for. I want to point out a few very specific things that may make your installation a little easier when you know these. First and foremost, like with some templates, you will notice that the layout looks awkward or looks strange on a flat surface or on paper, or the backing paper in this case. I assure you it'll fit perfectly on a car. Be very patient when applying it, and you'll notice that everything's there for a reason. The first thing I want to point out is this circular piece that actually is going to be installed underneath of the vehicle. We'll show a backup or a closer video in regard to that. And everything literally is here for a reason, because this is the alignment steps that will originally get you to line this piece up, in this case on the driver's side, and then you will smooth it on over to the other side and get the whole piece to lay exactly where you need it to. Depending on how familiar you are with the underside of your car, on the back side of the 0304 Cobra bumper, there's actually pieces that obviously keep it in place and keep it from flopping around. We've also kept that in mind with the making of the template for this piece. As you can tell right here, there's relief cuts that have been made. This is actually one of the pieces that will fold flat onto the support, where the rest of them will actually wrap underneath the bumper as what they call a wind edge and hold this in place, or I should say assist. So every so often you will see a slit where it'll obviously help you place this piece first and foremost, but in addition to that will serve the purpose of making sure that you don't have to do any trimming whatsoever to make the installation a little bit easier. I'll talk briefly about the actual material that we're using. This is the 3M 1080 series carbon fiber Dynoc. I guess the Dynoc is one of those names that's been given over time, but it's actually a pressure sensitive vinyl. With a lot of vinyls, once you attach it to the surface, removing it even to reposition it is daggone almost near impossible. Hence the use of water or application fluid. This material is actually pressure sensitive, and it's pretty unique. I figured I'd show you on a flat surface, the back of my iPhone, to give you an example of how well it works. This has not been applied with much pressure yet, except for that area there, as you can tell, where it gets a little tougher. But it has release channels, and the idea is that once you get it in place, you can flatten it down, and a lot of times you can even hear the air escaping, and at this point it's not going anywhere. So it's attached firmly, but like I said, it's the removing the air by using pressure, like I said, to get the air out, that actually enables this material to stick. Very unique and very nice stuff, to be truly honest with you. So in this case, again, we're not using application fluid, we're not using water. They actually strongly suggest not to with this product. Just again, patience, and don't apply too much pressure until you like where it sits, and we'll be good to go. Alright, a couple tools that we're going to use today. These are nice to have. They're not absolutely necessary. We have a squeegee that happens to have a felt tipped edge. This is definitely one of our favorite pieces because it enables you to apply pressure without really damaging any kind of vinyl that you're putting on the car. And then our good old microfiber towel, again, that allows you to apply some pressure while making sure that you don't damage the film itself. Again, these are convenient to have during this installation. However, they're not absolutely necessary. If this is something that you are interested in, we do also sell a final installation kit. But it's entirely up to you. I'm going to do my best to show you some of the alignment points and methods to our madness here with the installation of this piece. We are now actually underneath the vehicle, or I guess somewhat. As you can tell, there's the driver's side tailpipe coming out the back. So this is the bottom end of the bumper. There's the tire, just to give you an idea. And as you noticed, this circular piece right here is what will actually line up with the top piece we talked about earlier, which is the circular piece right here on the back of the actual piece. Now we're doing things in reverse here for, I guess, reason to make sure this video is not too long. The piece has already been installed on the car, as you can tell, and this corner was left loose, so to give you an idea. But the idea is for you to line the circular portion up with that piece underneath the car. As you can tell, I just pushed it down. Remember, this is some pressure sensitive material, and as you apply pressure to this area, and I'm just using my thumb at this point, it has a tendency to start sticking. It doesn't want to go anywhere. You have this nice groove here too, working that back and forth with your finger, or in the case of, if you have one nice squeegee, just using that felt side. And then the pieces on top here, as you can tell, look, you can just apply pressure and they like to start to stick. Now here it'd probably be best if you use something like a heat gun. This is like plastic. It has its memory, so once it folds into that groove, it's going to like to stay in place, which is great. But as you can tell, I'm just literally using my finger and my fingernail and applying pressure while going around a little bit at a time, and there's absolutely no issue. She's staying right in place. So it literally is that easy. So there's the rest of the piece. It's not 100% complete, but at least it gives you an idea. Next I want to talk to you a little bit about the underside and the wind edge and the pre-cut pieces we talked about earlier. I'm going to do my best to try to rotate this underneath the car so you can get an idea of the exact idea behind these relief cuts. As you can tell, there's one there. There's another one a little further down. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. There she goes. A little further up right there. I'm going to rotate this underneath the car so you can get a good idea of the whole, why we made those relief cuts. You see there's the bumper support, and that will create the wind edge. I'm going to point out something else real quick. I purposely left a bubble in the fabric, and this is where the whole release channel technology comes in place. But using a squeegee, you just literally just work that right on down. Or if you don't have those tools, really as simple as using your thumb and just using the just moving that air towards the bottom. Now you see this edge we have here, and that's what we call that wind edge. I'm going to take that and literally just fold it under, and now you're going to really see the use of these relief cuts, which are going to actually sit flush on the support since they cannot fold over and under. And folks, that is truly as easy as she is. Again, I realize that you guys probably don't do this on a daily basis, so it probably looks a lot easier than it truly is. However, patience, and you'll get that piece to look absolutely fantastic. Again, I appreciate you guys' support, and keep your rubber on the road. Have a good one.